It's time for Gardening Inside Out, a live show offering you plant advice for any space in your life. Introducing your perennial hosts, David Bates and Josh Carey.
Hey, welcome in, everybody. It's Saturday morning. It's time for Gardening Inside Out, ladies and leprechauns. It is a Saturday morning tradition right here from the Green Room Studio.
Yeah, this is the
Bates Nursery and Garden Center.
The Saturday before your next birthday. And so, an early happy birthday
Thank
to
you,
you.
sir.
We got to cover mine last week.
And depth, because you're older.
Yeah, I hit the big 7-0.
Yes, you did.
And you're coming up on, 64?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I remember when I was 64, and
Can we play the Beatles?
it wasn't that long ago. So, but anyway, and I have realized I've sat here and chatted throughout, and without paying any particular mind to the weather, and it looks like we're good because Tyler updated everything this morning. Grateful for that. Thank you, Tyler.
I'm on it, sir.
For doing what you do. Well, I saw when the countdown clock was flashing, that gave me a good feeling.
Good.
Anyway.
Me too.
Today is Saturday the 14th. I don't think I heard anyone mention yesterday being Friday the 13th at all. It was kind of like, we got other things going on.
Exactly.
75 degrees for the high temperature today with only 55 for the overnight low. Enjoy it because it will not last. And that's coming back, but not with immediacy. Partly cloudy conditions today. Tomorrow, cloudy, windy. 78 degrees for the high tomorrow, so it's not going to be unpleasant. It will drop to 33 for the overnight low, only reaching 37 on Monday.
Wow.
So we'll be breaking out some layers. It's not officially, we did not order this.
No.
By the way, Monday is my second younger brother's birthday, and
The other brother?
well, I've got
Your
three.
other brother, Daryl?
I got three other brothers.
Oh,
so
okay.
anyway,
Daryl and Daryl?
Joe turns 62.
Ooh, puppy.
Yeah. So there's that. On the 17th, is that a day of consequence, Josh?
Only for those of the Gaelic persuasion.
Yeah, and I've got my little trophy from you. Thank you for that. On Tuesday, it starts creeping back up, 41 degrees with mostly sunny conditions, 29 for the overnight low, and then we begin that transition back to the weather that's been more familiar of late. On Thursday, 72-48.
Wonderful.
Friday, 79-50. So next weekend is looking great, as it shows right now. And we're grateful for that. We're going to look at the radar here. You see there are some clouds and some precipitation to the northeast and in the upper Midwest. Really doesn't affect us. So we'll just allow people to understand that there's where that is.
No foot of snow for us.
And our 6 to 10 precip outlook showing below normal. And that actually extends over much of the U.S. I did talk with, we got a message from my good friend Nicholas Stadden, who's been on the program in years going. They had 98 degrees in the metro L.A. area this past week. So strange weather in many a locale. It is 43 degrees here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center and Green Room Studios.
Green Room Studio A.
Yes. And so all that's good.
Yep.
And we're making our way towards all the goings on that are everything we do here at Gardening Inside Out.
Yeah.
And
what else do we do here on Gardening Inside Out these days? It's not just me and you anymore, David.
Oh, well, no, it's not just me and you. I was about to go that direction.
Okay, I was just reminding you.
It was, when you ask me what else do we do, I just go, that was a strangely worded question, but we also include, Josh, another panel of expertise, not limited to just Caroline Gant, Austin Lowen. Welcome in, guys. Glad to have you this morning.
Good morning.
And you may have heard a voice back there, Tyler Blankenship.
Yeah, buddy.
Who gets us on the air and keeps us on the air.
The voice has a mouth.
Yeah.
The mouth has a name.
Sure does.
The name is Tyler.
And he's the guy that makes it all happen. So thank you, Tyler, and thank you, Caroline and Austin. Welcome in this morning.
Welcome.
It's good to be
welcome,
here.
everyone.
Welcome. Yes, it's
welcome
great
us
to be here.
Yeah, we're
Top of the day to you.
Yes.
Yeah, we are all in that springtime swing, and for those of us who are actually in the industry, everyone except Josh, we've got a lot of preparations to prepare for in a short amount of time over the coming days. Now, we've got a full semi-load of plants that came from down south still on racks in our number one storage building because they're very tender and they can't sit out. And then we've got other things we're going to be working on winterizing throughout the day today and probably some tomorrow as we have time, and throughout the day on Monday. And because we've got to move a lot of things in with temperatures in the lower 20s at least. It's quite an abrupt change, and the plants are all juiced up, and we've got to protect them. And there may be questions that you have with specific regard to that. And other things. We invite you to interact with us.
Ask us anything. That's fine.
Anything at
And
all.
Caroline, how do you recommend they interact with us?
Well, you can interact on Facebook in our comment box where you're watching, on YouTube, on Twitch. You can also DM us, and you can send emails ahead of time to gardeninginsideout@gmail.com if you'd like to send photos.
Yeah, you can interact live because we'll see these. Everybody's welcoming back Caroline. She's been off.
Yay.
I have been off.
You know, now
How
do
you feel?
wisdom teeth actually make you smarter,
great.
or do they? Do they?
A little bit stupider, but that's okay. I already had enough smartness for everyone in this room, so I could lose a little bit. But it's nice to finally have them out. We're supposed to get them out during the ice storm, so
It's nice. It's nice to have that procedure behind you. I remember mine well, as I was sharing with you yesterday. I think it's been 48 years since I had
Are
mine.
you over it yet?
No, actually 52 years.
You're still a little puffy.
Yeah. I think that just happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it would have been better if I did it at like 18, but I'm back, so
Hey, you're here.
I'm alive, and
With
I'm
all your
missing
teeth.
4 teeth with all of my teeth.
Yeah.
Austin on the podcast tried to act like they pulled all of my teeth.
Yeah, I've
So
noticed
if you
your.
listen to that, you might have been like, "What?"
I noticed your dentures came in this
My
week.
dentures came
They're-
in this
they're
morning. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
popped them on in for the
Good.
show since you'd see my face
Did you make a necklace?
out of my teeth. They didn't give them to me.
They didn't give them to you.
I forgot
Rude.
to ask. So yeah.
well, it's strange what the drugs they give you do to you. You kind of your sense of priority does change a bit. You kind of go, "Oh no, everything's wonderful.
Everything is great right
Can I
now.
get a
Just
six-pack?
the car ride home is an adventure. With whomever's driving, it's like, wow. Did you ever notice how the dashboard just kind of sits there?
What's this thing do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
shout out to my
strange.
sweet husband Derek, who drove me home, and I'm sure had a great time doing that.
I'm sure he messed with you considerably on the way.
No, he just every time we stopped to get stuff for me, he was like, "Do not drive the car.
Reminder:
Yeah.
do not drive the car.
Do not leave me here."
So we got a lot to get to as we
We
were
have so much
discussing
to get
before
to.
the show. We got a lot of questions, and I'm sure you have them. So take it away, guys.
Let's dive in. So we'll start with what we got a lot of, and we can kind of do like a general talk about it. Are the freezing temps coming up? So with the frost coming up, what should I be covering with frost blankets?
Okay, guys.
And that is the correct way to
Yes.
frame that question. Do not confuse the fact that you can get out there and wash it off with water. It's and I'll say this before Austin gives his dissertation. When you go below 27 degrees and you're unable to provide continuous irrigation until after the temperatures have arisen above freezing, you cannot use water as an effective frost protection. Now, we're going to go way below that, at least 5 degrees. It might go 10 degrees colder than that here. So, as I already mentioned, we're doing extensive. We're basically moving the whole nursery back inside.
Yeah, pretty much.
Either that or laying it down and covering it with heavy frost cloth. So take it away, Austin.
Well, it's just the biggest key to know on which plants to cover and which not is the ones that have new growth or blooms. I mean, if you really want to preserve the blooms. Some things have already kind of went to bloom and already kind of past that a little bit. If you want to avoid those, they're probably going to be heading out anyway. But it's all those things that have new tender growth. I know, Caroline, me and you were talking about hostas poking up.
Oh, my hostas are up.
I mean, hostas are up and they are
and
tender.
Emily Boyd. Yeah.
Emily Boyd, you got 1,000 hostas in your yard.
We'll get to that a little later.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that. I mean, they are very tender. Oh, David, the action figure, it fell.
The leprechaun.
The leprechaun is gone. It leapt.
Oh!
Yeah. But anyway, guys, we're going to have this question a lot coming up soon, and we're taking the precautions here because this is our livelihood. These plants are what we sell. That's how we stay in business. So we're going to make sure they keep looking good. Y'all, it's going to have to be, I mean, some of them might have to be sacrificial this year. Like, if you don't have enough, I was looking around the yard yesterday in my yard, and I'm like, I can't cover everything that I've got that's
I can't.
tender.
My Katsura Japanese maple, fully leafed out. Hostas are coming up. Those are going to get zapped, but it's not going to kill them.
No.
It's just going to kill off that new growth.
Yeah,
Yes,
and you
exactly.
may even see trees that are beginning to leaf out get burned
Yes.
back. That's not going to be an unusual phenomenon. Now, what you might do, and this is just a thought, is look around at some of the the dollar type stores, and maybe you can get some cheap sheets that you can buy to use and then to store for future use. Or I don't know if you find those ever at like a Salvation Army or Goodwill or anything, but anything you can find that can cover, you got a couple days.
Yeah.
3 days actually. If you're watching on Saturday morning, you've got until the end of the day on Monday. And of course, the aggravating part, Austin, of every time that we have one of these spells is that there's a front blowing through, and so there's a lot of wind. It makes it very difficult.
Got to get them secured because
You got to have enough things to weight it down with or clip it on there with. It's not easy, and that's why we're electing for most things to simply move them back inside. It's laborious. It's a pain.
Yes.
But it's worth it.
The pain is worse to not take that action.
I agree. And I think thinking about some of those things that we know that can take damage but then come back just fine, and then realizing the things that don't do that near as much. Y'all, I'm talking about boxwood right now specifically.
Oh, you're scared, aren't you?
I'm scared
Have
about
yours
boxwood this
flushed
year.
out? Some of mine
They've
have.
started to flush out. I mean, as tender can be. And I know a lot of y'all in the city, you've already got boxwoods flushing, like literally
Yes.
brand new growth. Y'all, that's going to get damaged. I mean, I hate to say it. If you don't cover anything, that will get damaged. And boxwood does not reflush like a lot of your other plants do, okay? So you have to see that damage for a little while and then wait it out. It's not fun.
And one of the things on boxwoods, like we covered with ice protection, if the less surface area that you have to cover, it makes it easier. So if you take some twine or some other kind of cord and tie them up, you reduce that amount of surface area that has to be covered, and that can let you use either smaller pieces of fabric or take a long, narrow one and cover over. This is something that's worth repeating. Do not put plastic directly onto the foliage. You got to have some kind of insulating material in between that. So if you're thinking about using plastic, that's okay as long as you've got a sheet on there or a towel or something on there first. But you don't want to leave that plastic on there once the sun comes up, because this intense greenhouse effect occurs and you're going to get skyrocketing temperature. So it's a delicate balance. Timing is everything.
on the low growing stuff at my house, I've got plenty of old pots. I just taken cover them over, put a brick on top of it.
And that helps quite a lot.
Yep. So
Yeah. I know I'm going to have some stuff that gets hit.
Yep.
That's Mother Nature, and I'm okay with that. But Terry did send in some photos.
Especially the plants in the driveway.
Especially the driveway plants. That's right. Luckily, most of them are in the shade, so they're actually a little bit further behind than they would be if they were in the sun. But Terry sent some photos in that I was showing Austin this morning, asking which ones of those she should cover. And you took a look at them. So let's let Terry know. Good morning, Terry, friend of the show.
Hey, Terry, we saw you this past week.
I didn't see Terry this past week.
You were out.
I was gone.
Your teeth
That's
were
right.
gone. Yeah.
I lost all my
Were gone.
teeth. That's right.
Yeah. No, Terry brought in some popcorn. I had what was it? I think candy apple popcorn.
Ooh, baby.
She let me taste it.
Terry,
you're great.
Terry, you are great.
But the picture I saw, it seemed like a lot of your stuff was in pots. It seemed like still. Terry, just bring them in. I mean, just carry those pots in. And don't worry about covering them outside. If they're in pots, you can literally just bring them into a building or, your shed. Whatever you got is better than leaving them out. And you don't have to fool with all the sheets and blankets and all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
Just bring them in.
so much easier to bring in. All right, so let's move on to another question. Still kind of has to do with the freeze, but do I have to wait until the last freeze of the year to plant Black Hawk blue stem grass? No, you don't. Plant it now.
Yeah. No, you're totally right. They're probably still close to dormant. I'm not even
What
sure.
What we have is pretty dormant. They've started peaking a little bit, but
yeah.
Just like our switchgrass.
Yeah, switchgrass for me starting to poke up on the edges a little bit. I'm noticing those. They're not going to see. You'll see a little browning maybe on the tips. They're going to push right through that.
Yeah.
And that, our blue stems are native around here, so they can handle kind of some of those native problems that we have in the spring.
grasses.
And again, it's not going to kill them.
No.
It might bite them back a little bit, but they will recover and flush back out.
Yes.
And be beautiful in the summer. You won't
That's
even be able to
right.
tell that
No.
happened.
There is a positive with this.
Is there?
Yes, there is. This will tend to lessen the great white plague, the blight that is upon Amman.
Well, yeah, and Josh is
And the wind.
He waited almost 15 minutes
Yes,
into
I
the
did.
program before he got it out there.
To
but
Bradford.
I got
Pears.
inspired yesterday because I saw a dead Bradford pear in the dreaded driveway.
Good work, Tyler.
Right in the middle, in full bloom, down on the ground.
Yeah, Josh even sent us a picture. He was so
Yes, I did.
excited. He was like, I love to see this. A big old limb broken out of a Bradford
Half
pear.
of it.
Half of it. There it is, Tyler.
yeah,
I was a little late on that one.
That's okay.
well, yeah, and just to not belabor the point of that Caloran pear.
Yeah.
Oh, you sneaky rascal! I saw what you did.
I worked around it. You see, anytime you see those white trees in flower right now, 99% of them are non-fruiting, either wild or the spawn that's a hybrid of
The evil spawn.
and unfortunately, Williamson County is paying the price and will for years to come until they take some really aggressive
They
action.
deserve it.
I'm not going to say they deserve it.
I
but
will. I didn't say you had to say it. I said it.
I'm just
That was Ground Central, David Bates.
It is what is called cause and effect.
Yes, the headwaters.
And because there were so many planted back in the day, and then
right down the middle of the road.
and if it had only been the B variety of pear,
Yes.
it wouldn't have been a problem because they're all male. It's when the females began to get introduced, these,
Chicks always cause trouble.
well,
Never.
in this case, they get pollinated by,
Yeah.
they've got like a 50-to-1 ratio.
There you go.
So they all get pollinated and they produce a seed, and that seed made it into the woods. So if you look out around Williamson County, you see the hillsides devastated
Yes.
by these Caloran pears that are the spawn of the progeny, as it were.
The what?
They come as a result of it,
Oh,
Josh.
okay.
My
So-
neighbor's property has some that have now blown onto my property, and we've been cutting them
And
down.
one of the things that I didn't respond to your post. Of course, no one else did either. But
Tyler did.
did he? Yeah, well, great. Kudos to Tyler.
I had a bit of information.
There are several states, including Oklahoma, Missouri, and
North Carolina.
North Carolina, that
South
are
Carolina, too, I believe.
South Carolina's banned them.
Yes.
that is correctly put a ban on these, and it actively encourages people to remove them from the landscape. So,
How long has it been since you sold them?
more than 25
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
It was not in this century. It has been sometime in the mid 90s since we last sold them. And hence the dialogue that Josh and I developed with our good friend Jerry Blankenship.
Yes.
And Jerry's a very astute horticulturalist. He understands the negative repercussions, but we developed this banter about the Bradford Pear Education Society. I got it out there. He didn't beat me.
A little bit late.
The sensors were asleep.
Jerry became the head SOB, or Save Our Bradfords. Yeah. So, but Jerry's well aware of the negative aspects of what all that caused, as are, I think, everyone at this point. We don't naively put our heads in the sand and act like it's not a thing. It is a thing.
It is a thing.
So anyway, while I am yakking, I'll just transition to the little thing that before we get back to Austin and Caroline, we talk about EarthMix garden products.
You would never plant
it would be
Bradford pear.
It would be a waste. A waste of horticultural resources.
Oh gosh. Yes.
You want to be. Yes, they would live and do well in it, but the point is to not have them doing well. The things you use EarthMix on are going to do well.
Absolutely.
And the whole line of EarthMix products is developed not to be the cheapest, because it is not. However, it is the most cost effective when you look at what the productivity that it adds to your soil and therefore to your plants. So when you use EarthMix garden products, you actually are using the most cost-effective amendment and soil on the market, because it actually produces results. Now, there's a whole lot of products that claim to be organic, and EarthMix is one of those. But organic in and of itself is not enough. You got to have a live, living soil with active microorganisms such as endo and ectomycorrhiza fungi, humic acid, all of these things and much more. It's all about the inputs that go into the things such as Supernatural, which is our compost that we produce, that is a standalone product, and it also is an input in several other products downstream. So you get the goodness of EarthMix throughout the line. Check it out over at earthmix.net, and there are a lot of really great resellers of the product. We're grateful to have each and every one of them, largely in the eastern U.S., Tennessee, Alabama, Kentucky, also over in Crested Butte, Colorado, where you can zoom in for a location nearest you, or you can simply type your address in for turn-by-turn directions for that location, because what you get with EarthMix is simply the best growing medium possible. It's not just organic. It is, we like to say success begins at the ground level when you use EarthMix garden products. And what is it you like to say, Josh?
It takes 4 things.
Four?
4 things.
Okay.
To have a happy landscape and garden. Water.
Yeah.
Sunshine. Plants. And EarthMix. Where's the leprechaun?
There's just like, he's down there. He's resting on the floor.
Okay.
Couldn't get to him. So anyway, thank you for giving us a moment to talk about that and help you in your gardening efforts.
Nice.
So I think it's time to go back across the room to
Tyler.
To
The button.
the Hort Report. It's all in his head.
Hey, what's in my head? Here we go.
I do say.
What's it going to
So
be?
Caroline and I yesterday decorated this room with the thought of some of the things you should not be buying this weekend to set out into your garden, okay, before Monday night, Tuesday morning, even Wednesday night looking
It's
a
okay
little
to
chilly.
buy them.
It's okay to buy them.
Put them
Because
in the
look,
garage.
We got them, okay? That's what we're talking about. And what I decided to go on was a little bit of a rant that we get this question every year. We talked about it a little bit last week. We always have those customers that are asking in early March, and sometimes even earlier, when's your tomatoes coming in?
Right.
Okay? Y'all, tomatoes came in this week. Yes, they did. We've got them. We don't have a ton. We got a small little sampling.
Okay.
Kenzie, one of our landscape specialists out here, he actually bought an old German tomato yesterday. That's the name of it, Old German.
Oh, I
so
know, that's
he's
the one
ready.
we
Uh-huh. Someone else I noticed had who was it?
Mary.
Mary, yes. Oh, that's right. Mary, at the end of the day, was carting out her vegetables, which was tomatoes and peppers mainly.
Oh.
So people got the itch, okay? And we've got them to sell. So I thought, you know what? Everybody should be growing tomatoes, at least one. I don't care if you're just strictly into Japanese maples and ornamental horticulture and flowering plants. Everyone should be growing at least a little bit of food, and tomatoes for me is number one on the list.
You know, and everybody, I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
One tomato you can do, if you concentrate on just that one, you can have great production out of it. You won't even be able to eat all the fruit that comes off of it. Notice I said fruit.
That's right.
And
most definitely.
It's just a smart thing to do.
And it's so fun. I mean, everybody loves their tomatoes. I mean, there's guys out there, gals out there that like literally show their friends their tomato they grew that's this big or whatever. I mean,
It's on the end. It's on the gram, man.
yes,
It's all over the gram.
place. So everybody should be growing a tomato. I thought I would go on just a little bit quickly. I know we have a lot of questions, so I thought I'd go with just some varieties
Mini
that I
rant.
think, the some varieties that I really love. And I think we all need to start by knowing, do we want to grow hybrids? Do we want to grow heirlooms? I think you ought to grow both, if you ask me. The hybrids have extra vigor, disease resistance, all that good stuff. And then your heirlooms are the old school ones that have not changed through the test of time and are still just power packed with flavor for
What
the
about
most part.
determinate or indeterminate?
Exactly. We got the determinants and the indeterminates. I wrote that on my list. Your determinants are going to stay a little bit smaller, not quite as vining as the indeterminates are, and they generally produce fruit over a, say, month and a half long period where it's all kind of harvestable at once, if you will, over that month or whatever. So start with the determinants. The two, I think, best sellers and great for paste, spaghettis, lasagna, whatever kind of sauce you want to make. That's going to be your Roma, and that's going to be your San Marzanos. Hey,
baby.
San Marzano is an excellent tomato for paste, not great for just eating. They've got extremely thick walls, okay? So they really make a good paste, or sauce, whatever, but not great for just tasting. Romas are a little bit better on just flavor. You can slice them up, put them in a salad
There
or
you
whatever,
go.
but they're both very easy to grow and two of the most popular varieties on the planet. So definitely have some of those. They're good for pots. They stay a little bit smaller. Then we go to the indeterminates, and these are going to be my hybrid indeterminates, and that's going to be your classics, okay? Your early girl comes on earlier than any of them. Your better boy, can't beat it. My dad's been growing this one for years, and it's an excellent hybrid tomato. You got your big boy, a little bit bigger than most, and you got your Parks Whopper, which if you get a big Parks Whopper, you know what I'm talking about. That can be over a pound of fruit, okay?
That's a lot.
Yes, and that's just one fruit, all right?
Wowza.
They're great. Okay, so those are your hybrid indeterminates, some of the best ones to grow. Your heirlooms, I'm going to go with the triple B here, okay? I got to get all three of my Bs in the garden. The first one, the Bradley, all right? Old school, kind of pinkish, medium-sized fruit. Excellent producer of fruit. All your old-timers still out there growing Bradleys. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. And then next, beefsteak. Beefsteak may be one of my favorite tasting tomatoes that there is, okay? Not a huge fruit. They can be big, but they're usually medium to large. But just the slice is perfect. There's hardly any seeds in it.
For a BLT, it's perfection.
One slice fills out your BLT, but you got to throw two on there because you need it. Beefsteak is an excellent heirloom tomato. Been around forever and still one of the champs in the garden. Also, the last B for me is going to be your brandywines. Okay, brandywines are not heavy producers of fruit. There's not a ton on them, but when you get that one massive pound brandywine, and it's worth it.
My gosh.
Everything is worth it at that moment when you taste
Everything.
that brandywine. So the 3 Bs, got to get those if you want your heirlooms. And then y'all don't forget about the cherries, okay? If you've never grown a sun sugar cherry tomato, you are missing out on life.
Those are my favorite.
They are the best.
Prolific.
Prolific
You
producers.
can feed the masses.
You can
with
feed
one
everybody.
plant.
Exactly. You're going to have a million of them. And the flavor is so power packed. When my kids pick those tomatoes, they never make it in the house. They are just popping them. Okay. Sun sugars. Got to try it out. The Sweet 100, that's a classic cherry tomato that you should be growing because it does. It produces hundreds and hundreds of them. Rapunzel is a cool variety that I grew one year that has cherries that chain down.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's an ornamental tomato, if you ask me.
Rapunzel,
That's
let
right.
your hair down.
That's right, and that's what they do with little, beautiful, tasty fruits, okay? And then yellow pear. My mom likes a yellow pear
That's
tomato.
my mom's favorite too.
I tell you what,
Shout out
though.
to moms out
It
there.
is
Hey,
a
Sharon.
good-looking little fruit.
It's so cute.
And
Little
they're
tart.
tasty.
Little tart.
They're yellow. They're yellow. They're not like that full red with the full
No, they're-
sugar content.
It's a nice a combination to change up the colors and textures in your salad. So
Most
I
definitely.
love them.
Most definitely. And then you
Rainbow.
get your basket you take out to the garden and throw the yellow pears in with the brandywines and
Look
the
at
beefsteaks.
you,
It's
you
a
little
whole thing.
tomato artist.
That's right. I
You
am.
just made a palette of tomatoes.
I love it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, pallets of tomatoes.
And we're
Salads of
expecting
tomatoes.
photos later in the
Yes.
season.
And you're going to get them, okay? But there you go. There's my tomato rant. Everybody should be growing a tomato. We've got them. Don't plant them, but we've got them. Thank you for the time.
I'm
Beautiful,
going to
wonderful,
remind
loved
you
it.
of one that he did not mention.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Celebrity.
That was on literally
did.
my last thing. No, I didn't.
you didn't?
No, that's
I
my
thought you
favorite
mentioned that
tomato
at
of
the beginning.
everything that
Oh,
I've
that
talked
was the
about.
goat, huh?
That was the goat. That was supposed to be my ending, and I forgot it.
Because
Great.
you are a celebrity.
Well,
No.
and you're not
Yes, you
alone
are.
in that. Miss Mary, who was the greenhouse manager for many years, and none of you knew her, but she worked. Mary Pendleton worked here for 30 plus years, and before that, she worked for Joy's Greenhouses. So she was a real veteran. She switched from Bradley's in her last 20 years to Celebrity as being her default. No, that's the one you got to have.
Yes.
So.
And Celebrity is definitely my favorite tomato when it comes to all of the things combined. Okay, so I wouldn't say it's better tasting than beefsteak because beefsteak has such excellent flavor. But when it comes to vigor, production, disease resistance, all those things with still a very tasty tomato with hardly any blemishes.
Nope.
Like it's almost perfect. Like you buy it from the grocery store. Celebrity's number one.
Yep.
Wow.
So
there you
Making
go.
everybody hungry
They
out
can
there.
there we
really
go.
well too. They can.
They're just
amazing.
great.
They are.
Just
Love
the best.
celebrities.
And again, I think you like it because you are a celebrity.
I'd love to be.
But y'all, we're getting some live questions in, so
Boy,
let's
are
go
we
ahead
getting
and
so
dive into
much.
those. So
Alive.
Debbie is saying, good
Debbie.
morning. My plan to put out pre-emergence this year didn't happen, and alas, I have an abundance of weeds.
Yeah, you do.
Me too. You saw that photo I sent you
Same.
guys. Question, if I put out pre-emergent now, will it help to stop any new weeds, or is it just a waste of time and money?
Hey, you're going to have a chance to kind of get a reset, don't you think, Austin, with the cold temperatures, if you can get out there and weed it.
Yep.
Yes.
It's not going to do anything to the existing weeds. It is a pre-emergent, not a post-emergent.
Exactly.
So if you can get out there and get it weeded, then you can apply it. It'll help a lot.
Yeah, to answer your question, definitely. If you get it down, it's going to stop anything from emerging. So that's still good. But like David said, you got to clean up what you
Yeah,
got.
the yellow
and I'm
stuff,
with you.
Yeah, the yellow stuff says 90 days. Remember? I mean, so if you
And that's
doesn't know
dependent
what- it
on
doesn't
how
have a
much
calendar.
irrigation, rainfall you get.
Yeah.
You know, it'll shorten it if you get an excessive amount. It could go up to 90 days if you get a normal amount.
All right. And then Anna says, I've been
Hey,
seeing
Anna.
people grafting fruit tree pears on a cut back Bradford, or should I just cut it down?
you
Cut it
salt the
down.
earth, you dig it out. Don't ever graft anything onto a Bradford.
You know,
No.
don't you agree, Austin, that the understock of that pear, the aforementioned pear, is so vigorous. You could do bud grafts on there. It's very doable.
Oh, yeah.
But they're going to want to. You're going to be fighting it continuously. So I don't think you gain anything. You know, get you get a fruiting pear. And then you can bud graft onto that one with other cultivars if you choose.
Yeah, it's
There
a
you
fun
go,
thing to
Anna.
try out. Yeah, we sell y'all like pears with like 5 different grafts on the same tree. Okay, they graft
sell a
really
ton of
easily.
Fruit
grafted
salad
things,
kind
yeah.
of thing going
Yeah,
on.
they really fuse together very well. That apples are the same way. We sell 5-in-1 apples. That's just a cool thing. We saw one the other day out on the lot that every single graft stem was all in full bloom together.
Wow.
When you see that, you know you're going to get great pollination
Absolutely.
and transfer of pollen right on the same tree. And then you got 5 different varieties of pear. You can just
Right there.
taste test them all.
You only
when they
need
start
one tree,
coming in.
not 5.
That's right.
There you go.
You could do that with the yellow ones. They're the ones that have to have a different kind of pollinator, right? You
Well, they
got-
all really need a different pollinator. Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't you do a webinar on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Bates Botanical Boot Camp. Y'all check it out. We've got so many
BNBBC.
good webinars. Hey, now Bob is asking, good
Bob.
morning. I planted about 50 crocus and about 50 daffodils in this 42-inch container last fall for a big impact. No
right.
crocus came up. The bulbs were healthy when planted. Growing up in Connecticut, I remember my grandmother's coming up early when there was still snow on the ground. I had planned to move them into the ground after they bloomed to make way for summer annuals. What happened, you think?
Unfortunately, if you don't have crocus coming up, they're not going to come up. I mean, like you said, being from Connecticut, you know, They like it
Gorgeous.
cold. They come, and I've seen crocus already up. We've got coworkers that have crocus already up in their yard. So if it's not coming, unfortunately, the bulbs must have been not very viable, I guess, whenever you put them in. And that happens.
Desiccation is a thing. And if you ever see bulbs like that appear to be shriveled when you're buying them, it's a poor choice. Yeah. And they're probably not coming up.
No, and sometimes even the bulbs, I've seen it before where bulbs can actually feel like they're viable still. Like you think they're fine or whatever, you plant them, and then they still don't come up. So
Don't do anything.
I'm sorry, Bob, but that's just not a crocus year for you.
Yes, Blue Row, you can talk about indoor plants if you'd like. We have an expert upon the panel.
We do talk about indoor plants as well. And we have an indoor plant question. Is it time to get to it?
Nail it.
I think so. Indoor plants were zapped by the ice storm when we lost power. Are they salvageable? Well, we're about, a month out at least, if not more, from that ice storm. So if they are still showing any green, I would say they are. You should know all the damage by this point. Cutting them back. So removing any of that damaged, any of that dead looking foliage, get it all the way off of there, fertilize it, and then you should see new growth really, really soon. Even if you keep it in, those plants know the days are getting longer. We're moving into summer. So I would say there's a little bit of hope. I had a lot of friends who lost power for like 10 days, and they only lost about half of their houseplants. The other half that are still alive don't look great, but they are rehabbing them. So
don't move them outside this weekend.
No.
Keep them in their spot for now. Yeah. Wait until the weather gets a little bit warmer.
You should consider fertilizing them. Yes. Because they're going to need some extra energy to push that new growth out.
Yes, they will. All right. Can I trim or thin crossvine? Yes, you can. You can do anything to a crossvine because it is the best native vine that we sell here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center.
Okay. There it is. Yeah, it is a native vine. Yeah. But anyway, she's right. Totally. I mean, cut it in half, cut it to the dirt.
You can cut it you can really cut it anytime. I wouldn't suggest cutting it now because they are about to start blooming. So you'll cut off some of those blooms. But if it's gotten out of control, if there's like one long tendril that's growing in a direction, cut it off. It's not going to hurt the plant. It's very well behaved.
Yeah, let it go through its flower cycle, then cut it.
Then cut it. Yeah. It's if you're new to the show.
Yeah, we know.
Welcome to Crossvine and Clematis Talk. You just cut your clematis back.
I did.
So that can also be trimmed back.
And I'm nervous about it because it's got new growth, tender new growth. It's
my fragrant star is up right now.
It's going to turn black, Tyler. I know it. 20 is.
I'm going to put a bucket over it.
Yeah. I've got 5 in a row and they're shooting like too many. I'm just going to let them get whacked and then new stuff come up. That's what I'm hoping for.
It'll be
Y'all
fine.
pray for me.
Every year my clematis gets whacked.
Yeah.
It's like the wackiest plant.
It does. Its growth really comes out so tender. I mean, not that all plants don't, but that one just seems particularly tender.
Yes. You know what plant I'm not concerned about?
What's that?
My crossvine. It's going to be great with this freeze coming up.
Here we go.
Mostly because my husband cut it all the way back almost to the ground, so it's not doing much.
Crossvine.
Crossvine. That's right. I'm fine now. I'm over it. Help. I think I planted my new tree too deeply. I didn't leave the root flare out. What do I do?
Okay, the biggest problem of planting trees, I would say, is honestly planting them too deep. Like that really is, I don't know why that's a thing in people's brains to like bury the stem a little bit with trees. It's a thing though. It's something I always tell when they ask me how to plant a tree. That's the first thing I say.
Pretty easily correctable though.
It is easily correctable. You're probably going to have to pull it back out and redo it.
It's either that or simply drag
the
soil away from the stem, and you can rake that out to where the natural saucered ring would be. The thing that occurs is that when you make continuous soil to stem contact, it can rot off the bark, and when that occurs, the tree is dead. So just get that away from it and make sure that it doesn't go back against it, and you'll be fine. So you could choose to pull it out and replant it, or you could simply just excavate that soil away, and then you leave a natural depression to make it a bit easier to water.
You could also add the decorative 4-inch ADS collar.
Oh, that's so... Yeah, that's such a good look.
Well, just a little piece, this big.
Yeah, well, I see those.
I could 3D print you something.
I see those used. I know you can, Josh. The novelty will soon wear off.
I got a 3D printer for Christmas.
I actually didn't know that. This is news
He wants
to
to
me.
use it.
Yes.
Make
I
us
got
all
a
something.
Geiger counter for Christmas.
Really?
I have not.
I did hear about that. Sarah was so excited
and I
to have
haven't
found
had
it.
the opportunity to
Geiger?
really to Geig anything.
I
with
understand.
It. Yeah. So anyway,
I hope you never have to have it.
well, I hope there's not ever a reason that I'm suspicious of. But you can pick up rocks, and concrete in particular gives you a great opportunity to measure some degree of radiation. Concrete is radioactive, by the way.
Stop.
No, I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Anyway,
Just
Hey,
a little
Hollingshead,
bit.
we'll
listen to
provide detailed results
Yes.
in upcoming episodes of Geiger's Us. Anyway, let's talk about for a moment Bates Nursery and Garden Center. That is, after all, where we are,
Yes.
where we broadcast from every Saturday morning, and where we hope you'll come out and see us today or Sunday. We're open 7 days a week now. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Saturday, noon until 4 on Sundays, and that is without regard to what the weather's doing. Now,
Yep.
we take what we do very seriously. We are horticultural professionals. We do know we have to provide protection for all these tender plants that we've got out right now. If you come out today and tomorrow, you're gonna see activity of the
Of the activity kind. I mean, they're going to be moving around and
it
moving.
chokes
in
me
pieces.
up just thinking about it.
I understand.
We got to move almost everything back inside to make sure that when you come out to get it, it's in prime shape. So you may have to do some of these things at your home. We talked about that earlier in the program. But so rest assured, whatever that you get here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center is going to be in the most prime state to ensure that your investment is going to be give you the rewards that you're hoping for. And we can say that with confidence because my grandmother started this business 94 years ago.
Wow.
So, we're seasoned veterans. I'm third generation. My daughter Sarah's fourth generation. And we have what I would call quite an extended family here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center. We know we're privileged to get to do what we do and where we get to do it. And we so appreciate the opportunity to get to serve your horticultural needs. Since 1932, Bates Nursery and Garden Center has been bringing you quality products, but most importantly, expertise. And whether you run into Austin or any of our other landscape professionals on the lot, you're going to get good information. If we don't have knowledgeable information with certainty, we got radios. We'll check with each other because nobody can know everything. There's a lot to know in the world of horticulture. So come check us out. Give us a test. Bring your photographs along with you on your smartphone or tablet, and we'll look at your unique landscape situation, narrow your choices down because it can be overwhelming when you come out here. You just go, oh my gosh, there's too many. We can help narrow it down depending on what your particular situation is and help you to get the right plants in the right place the first time, because that's the way we do it at Bates Nursery and Garden Center. We're conveniently located 1 mile north of Briley Parkway at exit 19 on Whites Creek Pike. That's just minutes from Rivergate, Opry Mills, Nashville West, downtown Nashville. And no matter where you're coming from, it is worth the drive. Check us out at batesnursery.com. Our entire inventory is searchable online. So no matter what you're curious about what we have, you can search it right there. It'll come up. You can either search the entire database or go by specifics like perennials or trees or whatever you're looking for. We have it all at Bates Nursery and Garden Center. We have all the plants probably that most others wish they had.
Yeah,
because we have
absolutely.
things, as Austin was talking about last week. We have things that are new to us.
Yeah,
We have
So-
things I
Seriously.
wish I had on my driveway. So,
So
The weeping pussy willow.
that one is great. We also have little ones in the houseplants too.
So come check us out, Bates Nursery and Garden Center.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Where you can
All
get
right.
all these things that are what?
What's in room with Caroline?
That are
Tyler,
in
great
this
timing.
room right now.
Boom.
Round of
Great
applause
timing,
for Tyler. All right, so let's start in the corners. Austin has one of these. Is yours leafing
For
out
now.
right now? Ryusin Japanese maple.
Yes.
I keep wanting to get one for myself as well.
It's one of my favorite trees in the yard. It's leafing out. It's going to get whacked.
It's going to get whacked. And Colin, I saw your comment about your Macawa and you said R.I.P. Caroline. You know that I planted one and it died and I'm still upset about it. But Colin, your Macawa won't die. It'll just get a little bit whacked like Austin's Ryusin. But
is
look at
already
this
dead,
weeping
though.
Japanese maple. Huh? Mine is dead.
Oh, yours is dead?
I think he's saying his has leafed out, so those leaves are going to get zapped.
We'll be thinking of you, Cole.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll be praying, thinking for you.
Hey, call.
Right there. Beautiful leaves, weeping habit. Austin loves his. He talks about it all the time. I'm sure we will get some photos come summer and fall. And then under the TV, we've got some pink flowering almonds. So I did have one of these, and
Gorgeous.
I did leave that one on my driveway for a little bit too long. So I'm going to have to
about
get
it.
another one. And shout out to Kim. Kim, you sent a photo like you knew we were going to bring these in room this morning. To ID a plant, you thought it was a flowering almond, and look at that, Kim. It matches your photo, which we
Kim.
will get to a little bit later. But y'all, look at this little tiny like cluster of blooms. It's so dainty,
Gorgeous.
fairy core right here. That's in with the TikTok kids these days. So I say get you a line of these and be a cool TikToker.
You can't forget about them.
No, you can't.
really can't.
Well, once they lose their
How have
flowers,
I
you probably
never
will
seen
forget
these
about it,
before?
but
Yeah.
you'll remember
How
it next
have
year.
I never seen these
You
before?
don't see them very often.
No.
There's a couple I've been watching one over the past 3 years now that's an old school house that I can tell. They just literally planted it in their yard. And guys, it's only like this tall. Like if you want
stays
a
contained.
really pretty flowering dwarf plant, like that's one you shouldn't forget about.
In a word, obscure.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
You just don't see them, and
No.
they're not spectacular, but they are
cute.
very
Adorable.
diminutive. Like they say, never use a big word when a diminutive one will do.
There it is.
right.
But let's go to something that you do actually see a lot all over town, everywhere. Down in front, we've got some azaleas.
Hey.
in. Wow, these are in
Lord.
bloom. You wouldn't want to buy these at the nursery today and plant them this weekend. This is going to be Karen Gerard.
Gerard.
So
Karen.
fancy. Karen, she's beautiful. She's in bloom right now.
Now, you know, Gerard is a whole family of azaleas.
There's a bunch of them.
Just like Karoom is a whole family,
Yeah.
Glendale's, there are many families of azaleas. So Gerard
That is a big
but
one. I actually have one planted in my yard that Ryan gave me.
Yeah.
It's not blooming because it shouldn't be blooming yet. So
Yeah,
I won't have
azaleas
to
around
cover
town
it or
haven't
anything.
started
Yeah, we just have some at the nursery that are blooming. Let's go ahead and move to what we have on the table. So we've got some annual lobelia. If you're wondering what that beautiful purple, blue, like flower, little tiny flower that's just standing out. That's what that is. Our annual greenhouse is starting to fill up a little bit. Shout out to Janet and Morgan and everybody back there. Rachel, y'all are doing great. So organized, looks amazing. And then those little white flowers just behind that, those are going to be African daisies. So I grow these every so often. They're annual here, but they will keep blooming throughout the summer. It's just nonstop. And there's all different colors. Some of the leaves, some of the petals are a lot pointier than others. I grew some orange and pink ones one year.
Some really cool colors out there.
They were fantastic. And then behind that, this little two-tone pink, actually it's kind of three-toned. That's going to be regal geranium. Oh, wow.
They're pretty. They are
The greenhouse is full of geranium right now.
pretty. They look good.
And what else is it full of? Your favorite, petunias.
Hey.
Petunias.
Hey, look at that. We've got Easy Wave, lavender, sky blue. Oh, are you going with that one this
What a
year,
good
Austin?
blue. No, probably not.
That's purple.
I like it.
You do like
That's
it, but
blue,
that's
Josh.
not what you're going to
We
do.
purple.
don't get to see blue much, man. Give us this.
Now, you know,
To me, it's purple.
Sarah wrote about in the newsletter this week that the glow-in-the-dark petunias that we actually had some of last year are only going to be available by mail order. Is that correct? Is that what you understood?
That sounds like
I
it.
read
a-
that too.
They have a new glow in the dark pink variety.
Yeah,
that is
that's what I heard,
web
too.
only for that
So
grower.
Now, I can't. You know, they did not appear to be what I would call a vigorous grower.
They weren't.
So, you know, go at your own risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they're not going to be like wave petunias or other really well established, hybridized versions.
Yeah.
It may take them a decade yet to get those really singled out here where they can, get the best attributes.
Plant responsibly.
That's right. Really cool plant. But we also got Gerber daisies in. Look at
There
these
you
little
go.
guys peeking their
Gerber.
heads up behind
Oh.
all of the plants.
They're like beacons of beauty.
Beacons of beauty saying,
No.
bring me home, but don't plant me
That's
until
amazing.
after
Not
the freeze.
just
Heck
baby
yeah.
food anymore.
No.
That's right. Food for your eyeballs.
Yeah.
So we've talked about all of these things that we brought in room are things that we are selling right now, but don't buy them this weekend and then leave them outside or go ahead and plant them. But there is one thing that's a little out of place in this room.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not me.
It's not you. It is not you, David. It's our feature plant today.
Oh.
This plant, oh my gosh, look how cute it is. Tyler and I were talking about it. We were like, it looks like a little cute head of broccoli. Like, just want to plant it somewhere and sit next to it.
Wouldn't taste good.
Wouldn't taste
don't
very
eat that.
good. It's a little what?
It's a little green rock.
It's a little green rock that would go great next to a little pond that has frogs because somebody in this room had a birthday this week.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Tyler.
We got a
Tyler.
bunch of March
We
babies
got
in this
you
room.
a little cute
Yeah.
broccoli plant.
No, you didn't.
This
We
is
got it.
Sakuma
No, you didn't.
Hinoki cypress.
Yes, we did. This
Happy
is
birthday, Tyler.
the feature plant is going home with
Thanks,
Tyler
y'all.
for
Okay,
his birthday.
Cute.
How many does this make for
I've been
you,
eyeing that
Tyler?
one. How many?
Yes.
We're up in the we're up there. 37. 37
7.
revolutions of the earth.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I
Got
remember
socks older
37.
than that.
Yeah.
Ways back. Anyway.
So there you go, Tyler. Happy birthday. That's for you. I'm excited about you planting that
Gorgeous.
little fella.
Thanks, you little sweethearts.
You're welcome. And you
saw
don't have to
y'all
put it
on it.
next to your pond, wherever you want to put it.
That's right.
I have one in a container that is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, you do? How long have you had it?
4 years?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got that. I remember when you got that. Uh-huh. He
How
got that
big
true
is it
dwarf.
now?
About twice that size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
And I
really
bought it.
slow
it was
growers.
About, yeah.
That's
Boy,
kind of perfect.
Yep.
We need a little slow guy.
So if you
I love
plant
it.
those in conjunction with the lobelia and the
almonds.
flowering almonds, if you got a small spot,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
those
Are we
can work
talking
together.
We're talking miniature gardening right now,
There
David.
you go.
I mean, I'm just saying.
There you go.
Yes.
I think we're ahead of the times on that one.
We are. All right, but we're not ahead of our questions. We got so many and we still got photos to get to. So let's get
Yep.
to a few questions and then we'll get our photos queued up. So April asked, I just purchased a Firefly Oriental Spruce. Can it take all day full sun, 7A Tennessee?
So for me, spruce, I actually they want full sun, okay, but they want full sun in a cooler climate. So here, if we can get spruce in some afternoon shade, I really think that it's helpful on the health of that plant. It's just in the full, bright, horrible afternoon sun. You can see a little bit of bleaching, I would say. That's a kind of a golden variety, very much yellow.
And
And
they're more susceptible to it.
they are. They can bleach, y'all. And it's mainly along the stems. It's kind of hard to
Sunburn,
explain.
baby.
Yes, it's more or less a sunburn. So if you can get it in afternoon shade, please do. I think it'll be a lot happier there.
Only put it against the foundation if it's on an eastern exposure
Yeah.
where it only gets morning sun. Because if you put it on a south or west, like against brick, it's going to cook that.
Burn.
It really will. Yeah.
It will. All right, let's go ahead and get some photos up. So we'll start with our photo from Kim of that flowering almond that she sent.
Kim.
Okay, that's the one I didn't get queued up.
All right, but we
Tyler.
just
I
saw
got-
them in room,
I got-
Kim. Yours matches that perfectly. So let's
Oh.
go ahead and move to Joyce. Joyce got a
I
Shasta
do have
viburnum.
Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
Hold on a second.
Joyce says, these are going to be gorgeous this year. I think I had 3 blooms total on the 2 plants last
There we
year.
go.
I raised the canopy and was sure I pruned them at the wrong time. Go figure. The leaves are the epitome of fresh.
Gorgeous.
That is
Joyce.
gorgeous.
That is. I did the
Beautiful.
same thing to mine not too long ago. Limbed them up a little bit, and mine look just like yours, Joyce. So we're in this together.
Got
Viburnum's extremely tough, and they're still tight in their bud, which you see the no blooms open yet. I would bet Viburnum would fare okay through this event.
Got those green giants in the background there.
Perfect
Like-
symmetry. Perfect symmetry.
Yeah, Joyce, that's stunning.
It's going to be beautiful
And
this
that
year.
seems to be the plant of choice for replacing most of the white pines that were devastated in the ice storm. So
Yep.
Yep.
And then our next one comes from Emily. We've already talked about this a little bit. Emily sent in a photo of her hostas.
Emily.
Several of my hosta collections are popping. Guess I know what I'll be doing Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
Those are further along than mine.
You're going to be carting them in, Emily.
Yes, you're
Yep.
going to get your workout in, Emily. Those
Yep.
look great, though.
Keep those things fresh, Emily. Move them in.
And then Donna sent a photo of
Hey,
a
Donna.
deciduous magnolia that says she's a beauty this year,
Oh.
which I agree. My magnolia, this is the first year since I bought my house almost 10 years ago that this has had a chance to fully bloom. Like all of my buds are open just about
And you're
before
already
that freeze
seeing,
comes.
Perfect
You're already
conditions for
seeing
them, for
petal
sure.
drop onto the
Yeah.
ground. So
Which
you
is
it has pretty
stunning.
much gotten through the whole cycle. Enjoy it all the way through Monday afternoon.
That's right. This may be the prettiest
That bad
magnolia
boy's
year I've seen.
huge, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. That's an old one.
And I will, as an additional caveat, I have seen those get some burn back on the wood when we have severe cold. So don't be shocked if you see some dieback on the tips because they're already somewhat juiced up because they've gone through the flower cycle.
Yep.
All right, here's Kim's photo.
There it is.
Look at that little cutie.
Gorgeous.
That's what I'm saying, man. They just kind of sit out there in the yard and you don't ever notice anything until they do that. And then you're like, whoa, these are cute. Little pom-pom blooms. Like, can't beat it.
So cute. So cute. And then we have a photo from Corey. It says,
Corey.
Here's a photo of our Yoshino cherry from this morning in Tullahoma. So glad the cherry and red buds got to show out, but dreading the forthcoming freeze, seeing that all the dogwood
that is
buds.
spectacular.
Hope to see you all soon.
Oh, goodness.
What a stately tree that is. You rarely
Wow.
see them where they're so
That
symmetrical and that's a perfect.
You're totally right. Like usually you see a lot of like outward going branches. It's a very wide growing tree. That one's a little bit more upright and also just perfect in form.
Right out in the
and
middle of this-
loaded.
Yeah.
Now cherries do like it cold, y'all. So I'm actually interested to see now when it's in full bloom like that, 20 degrees and even less in outer areas. We'll see how those blooms fare. But if there's anything that would probably make it probably would be a cherry bloom, I'm assuming. They like it chilly.
Oh,
Everything
and when
is
they
so
fall.
early right now.
Oh, when they
Yeah.
fall.
The leaf litter, not leaf litter, the flower
Petal
litter.
litter. Petal litter. That's hard to say.
Yeah.
And then our last photo comes from Josh. So Josh sent this in this morning.
Hey, Josh.
Josh says, it's been so warm, my canna and calocasias are coming up on the south side of my house. Never had this happen before near Sparta, Tennessee.
Spot.
I think you were saying sputter.
Sputter, Tennessee. Exactly what I was saying. But yeah, I was talking to Bridget yesterday. Like my dianthus, I know you said it was in bloom last week. It's not quite there, but it is 3 weeks ahead from where it was last year in my
speaking
photos.
of Bridget, why did she have you contact me about those carts?
Oh no, because I needed one. I hadn't even talked to her yet. I was like, I wonder if he's ordered one because I was like, maybe I can
they're
jump on that
coming,
order.
But we got more carts because we need to move plants around
Yeah,
and
that's
they display well. So
They do. They look fantastic. All right, let's dive into some more questions
We
because
didn't really
still
help
have
Josh yet.
so many more.
We didn't tell him anything about his stuff yet.
Cover him.
The question. Yeah.
I'd cover
I
him.
just dump a bunch of mulch on top of that.
You could do that. I mean, you're going to see damage on that if you don't do anything. You're not going to see death. They're going to poke back through
My
that. But if you
bananas
don't do
look
anything,
maybe
Exactly the same right now.
yes, they're
maybe
going to suffer damage.
straw it heavily, and then you could cover that with plastic if you really want to. But it's not really necessary.
Nah, they'll be fine.
You'll be okay. All right, so Sam Boyette. Good morning,
Sam.
Sam. Hope your Japanese maples are.
Oh, you know they're leafed out. I know it.
Uh-huh.
I know
But I
it.
bet they look beautiful.
Sam, we need some pictures,
He
man.
might have sent. No, he mentioned us in a story. Thanks for the shout out in the story, Sam.
Sam says, considering pea shreds for my mulch this year, does it cover as much as other EarthMix, or will I need a little more to cover my beds?
I think it almost covers more than most other
That's what
products.
I
I mean,
use.
honestly.
It's
Yeah.
because of the particulate size
Yeah.
of the product. Pea fines, pine fines are it's very finely ground. Pea shreds is stringy shards of bark.
It's
Yeah.
attractive. I like pea shreds a lot.
Yeah.
Like the shredded pine is becoming very popular, y'all. Sam, I think it's a good
Because I
idea.
started using it.
That's what it is. You're such a trendsetter with mulch.
Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then Teresa says, I've seen Cleveland pears in
Teresa.
garden centers here in Oklahoma. Are these as smelly and ugly as Bradford pears and
The wrong button. I was stretching.
Oh,
dangerous?
Press whatever buttons you got.
Yeah.
Tyler panicked.
I think that the Cleveland Select is what that was what it was, right? The Cleveland Select.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be a better alternative to Tyler, you ready? Bradford. There it is.
Yeah.
Almost there. But I don't think that it actually really is. I mean, I've noticed it still has an extreme upright growth habit.
Yeah, it does have a better growth habit, but
Yeah.
it's
How
not.
about a smell?
It's not. Yeah, it still smells.
sure it smells.
What's it
just the
smell
same.
like, David?
It smells.
Uh-huh.
We're just
Smells
gonna
like
let
what
it-
the rock's cooking.
Yeah. We'll leave it at that.
Yes. So it's Big Tree trying to trick the people in Oklahoma.
That's right.
Okay.
Therese, just get something else.
Yeah.
Get you a red bud. It's your state
There
tree,
you
I think.
go.
There you go.
think it is a
And then
state
our
tree.
next question comes from Rowan. I believe it
Hey,
is
Rowan.
Rowan. Good morning. Rowan asked, my question would be, what would be the indoor plant of 2026, family-wise? I mean, it could be anything. My favorite right now is going to be the crested blue paw fern, which we have some here. It's huge. It has these little creepy-looking legs that come down, looks kind of like a caterpillar or giant tarantula legs. And then these huge fern leaves that get about this big that come out and just drape over.
Oh. Well, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Rowan,
but I would
hey.
say it's time for you to come visit us and walk around houseplants.
I think it is. Rowan has a couple of houseplants himself.
Yes,
Rowan,
he
send us
does.
some pictures of those. Let's see how they're doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know. I'm pretty sure you got an oxalis last year.
He did,
if I
and a
remember
There you
begonia.
go.
And a begonia.
And for
begonia.
those of you who are old enough to understand what this means, bring Martin along with you.
Yes.
That was,
right.
Okay.
that was
Okay.
a laugh in. You don't remember that. 'cause you
Yeah,
never
what's
knew
this,
of it.
David?
I
And
just
then,
got a.
The flying fickle finger of fate.
Yes.
and then Mikey on YouTube asked,
Mikey?
"Can I start blue sea holly seeds indoors, or should I direct seed them?" I would start them indoors. I've never grown them from seed. I grow them in my bed, which they can be a little bit tricky here in Middle Tennessee. But I think that you're in Philadelphia or somewhere
Else, yeah.
around there. So actually, I think they might do better for you. But they take a long time to germinate, so I recommend starting them indoors,
And
and
they
then
don't
you can
grow
keep
that
up with
fast.
them. And they don't grow that fast.
Lots of light, Mikey. Lots of light.
And they take a lot of pruning because they don't have a very regular growth habit.
Yeah.
You're going to get good branching.
It's a very cool plant, though.
It's
Philly's in the
very,
coastal
very
plain.
cool. Tyler, were you
What?
saying something that you had?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to throw a photo of. Here I am, not ready for that. Oh, here it is. Sorry.
Like he didn't know the
There
end
we
of the
go.
show.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tyler's new pond.
And guess what is mulched around it?
Pea shreds.
Pea shreds.
Looking good.
Look at that.
Oh,
It's
that's
done.
beautiful, Tyler. You
It's
did a
such
great
character.
job.
Sarah did a great job stacking the rocks and
Sarah?
and the rock wall. So
The shreds available in bulk?
um
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big
Cool.
time.
Anything, man.
Big time.
Okay.
Nice. I love
Well,
it.
that's it.
Believe in
Wow.
your dreams and finish your projects.
We knew it was
everybody.
going to be a quick one today because a flurry of activity.
And a lot of questions.
Stay posted to the weather,
Yep.
but just take it for granted. It's going to be cold early part of the week. So
So get out here to the nursery today and tomorrow. Go ahead and make
Yeah,
your
and if you've
purchases.
got to get some tender stuff, put it in the garage.
Yep. Thanks for joining us, folks. Like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications so we can give us a little bit of help. We love you. We'll see you right here next Saturday morning for Gardening Inside Out.